We've been waiting for whoever is coming to pick us up for hours now. It's encroaching midnight at this point. Gage is resting his eyes with his head in my lap as I read. I've decided that if it's not the devil, it has to be one of my evil siblings. More specifically, Lilith. She's the eldest, manifested only hours before Cain. After all, her deadly sin is envy, just like Lamar was saying. However, mine is wrath, and I don't want to go around killing people or making them kill each other like it's a compulsory disorder or anything. What if I influenced someone to take wrath out on me? My conspiracy theories are turning into threads of more conspiracy theories backed up with rumors from other thin conspiracies. I need a drink. Or an orgasm. Or both. Absently, I run my fingers through Gage's soft, light brown hair that is dusted with traces of blonde. I didn't realize how very peculiar and interesting his hair was back before I was allowed to touch it. It makes me wonder if what Lamar said about designing them to my specifications had any merit. This is all rather frustrating. I hate not having the answer to the worst riddle. Who killed the Four Horsemen and the Apocalypse, if not the devil? I never wrote much about the other, less hellfire place that I'm scared to mention, since I'm sort of evil and worry that I'm not allowed to say its name. Was it someone from that side who had the power to strike me down? No. That would have to disrupt a balance, I whispered to myself, as Gage stirs ever so slightly in my lap before releasing a heavy sigh. Still, seems prudent to consider such a possibility, since rationally it would be our most obvious enemy. Have to say, I don't know how I feel about being the bad girl who was killed by one of the good guys. Sort of makes me feel like I have no right to complain, since I could be the end of all civilization. But it also really makes me stabby. Two hands move to my shoulders, and I almost drop the book when they begin massaging me, loosening the muscles that have apparently grown tense during my long reading session. This is possibly the quietest I've heard you be since you woke up from your faint that first night, Jude says smoothly from behind me, working away the last of the tension that has gathered in my shoulders. I've spent longer actively ignoring all of you before, I murmur absently. My head lolls back as I soak in his touch. I haven't really gotten to enjoy it as much as the others since he only recently came around. I decide not to mention I was very quiet for the month I spent dead and buried. They seem to be sensitive to dead girl jokes so soon.